Well, good late afternoon on Monday, the 1st of July, I think. Anyway, yes, been a long day. Good day. I know I say that a lot. I started, the alarm went off at 4 o'clock this morning, mind you. I think I was awake a couple of times before that, just thinking things through. But yes, I was up at 4, we were underway at 4:30, going through the darkness to get down the Great Sandy Strait in time. So basically there's quite a shallow bit in the middle. So I basically tried to gauge the tide so I was over that part at the high tide itself. So for the beginning of the trip I was fighting the tide a bit. I had a good ride from about the middle onwards, and then the last bit I was fighting the tide again. So I think I was on the motor running for about 9.5 hours. So yeah, it was a long day to have that thing going. So quite an amazing waterway, very wide, once again, like the one in Moreton Bay, but the navigable part, for yachts particularly, of course, is a lot less than it looks. And I think the worst I did was have 0.3 meters under the keel, so I scraped through, or thankfully I didn't scrape through. Anyway, I did see a turtle too. I think I got some good footage of him. You be the judge, but that was really cute. I have seen a few before, but their heads just popped down and they disappeared. But this one was actually just lying on the surface, and he popped his head up, and then he'd do whatever he was doing, and then pop his head up again. So I got a good look at him. He seemed quite big actually. Anyway, so I'm here at Moon Point, or Moana Point, or depends which map you look at. Beautiful white sandy beach. Had a bit of time on the beach there, did a swim. Really nice, just freshened up just before the weather changed, because we're due for not bad, but we're due for a less than perfect change. Going to have some stronger winds and probably rain as well. So I did some preparations this evening for my run to Bundaberg tomorrow. Going to be a long one, about 11 hours. So I think once again I'll be up at Sparrows, or before Sparrows. So anyway, without further ado, here's what happened today. Good morning from the Great Sandy Strait. Yeah, it's stupid o'clock at the moment. I decided I needed to make a move to take advantage of the tide. Those lights over there is where I just came from. I just had the convoluted way of getting here. The moon should hopefully come out of the clouds soon and just give me an idea where the hell I am. No, I know. So early start. Off to Moon Point. This is an exciting video, isn't it? Looking at the dark. Forecast for the morning is dark, continuing mostly dark with widely scattered light coming shortly. Thank you, George Carlin. Oh, here's a promise of that widely scattered light coming over the mangroves. Oh, don't look now, the sky's getting brighter. Oh yeah, we got some little bit of colour starting over here. Nice. Takes the guesswork out of it. That can speak for itself. Beautiful. Birds are waking up. Oh, this looks like it could turn into something. It's building up. Let's see how far it gets. Well, the moon's going to lose this one, I think. Colour all around. Alrighty, the sun is up. This is the Great Sandy Strait. So yeah, convoluted waterways all over the place, but of course down here at ground level you can really see the extent of it. The hills over there are K'gari, Fraser Island, but for the rest it's obviously very flat. So yeah, wending our way through. Well, the tide is probably almost on the turn, so I've been fighting it for a while, but I want to make sure even that it is at its highest point when I'm coming up to the shallow bits shortly. Okay, can't quite see the birds all sitting there, and one lonely tree. Okay, so that's the shallow bits behind me. I think that's all the shallow bits. Anyway, worst I got down to was 0.3 of a metre under the keel, so that's survivable. I can put the Vaseline bottle away again. Don't need to squeak it through. Yeah, interesting. Nice anchorage over here too. I noticed one of the boats that was at Gary's Beach, anchorage, that left yesterday afternoon is sitting there, so they must have tweaked through the afternoon tide. So yeah, looking north now to towards Hervey Bay. Yeah, so as we're cruising a little bit closer to the coast now of K'gari, Fraser Island again, you can see basically the makeup of the island is definitely sand. Just below that topsoil level, it's all white sand. Yeah, looks like a car ferry operating from Fraser Island, K'gari, going into the town of Riverheads. Not sure where it goes to on K'gari, Bennett's Creek maybe? Not sure. Yeah, they must be giving it just a little bit more welly than me. That's alright, it's taken them ages to catch up with me. And it's not a race. Swinging around. Looks like the open sea, possibly there. Okay, looks like another vehicle ferry has just left Fraser Island, K'gari, and there's the wharf. Kingfisher Resort apparently is back there. Can't see anything much of it, but I don't know if it's on the shore or up in the hills or who knows. Looks like there's a tower up there. 5G, all good. Getting close to Hervey Bay proper. It's very hard to tell because you think you're seeing the open sea and then the next thing a little bit of land pops up over the horizon. It's also low-lying, it sort of doesn't appear until it's quite close. Anyway, we've still got the tide with us, sort of. It's we're doing 4 knots, just idling along. Big woody island. Yes. And looking back, whence we came, Duck Island, I think the one right behind us. And you can see sort of the sandy cliffs back there. So yeah, we've been along the way for about nearly 7 hours now. So the day's better than forecast so far. 60% chance of rain this morning. We haven't seen any, touch wood. Well, here we are, pretty much at the end of the Great Sandy Strait. Looks a bit eerie out there, grey sky, grey water. Moon Point should be there at the end of that little spit of land. I think what I'm looking for will be just on the other side of that. So just looking back on this expanse of water, just starting to feel a bit of waves under my feet now. Getting closer. I can see some nice white sand beaches there. Too bad the weather's going to turn tomorrow. Like a little island out there, a little sand island. And a turtle. And he's back there, the shell. This was head pop up before. There he is. Beautiful. Quite a big one. Just fighting the tide now over this shallow bit here. Look at the colour of the water. It's gone real turquoise, which means it's obviously got that white sand underneath. So yeah, last bit of struggle here. And a little closer. That last bit all seems to take forever, especially when you're only doing about 2.7 knots against the current. And closer. Starting to resolve a bit more now. You can see details along the shore. Apparently there's a creek coming down there or something. But my target is actually round the corner. Should have the protection of a sandbar, although there's not much roll in it at the moment. And yeah, just the endless expanse of Hervey Bay. Then you realise the bit that you've been looking at as the point is actually looks like an island. So that's the point. More to the point, Moon Point or Moan Point, or yeah, it depends where on the map you look. Getting closer, I can see other boats up there, so I must be in the right place. Look at this beach. Okay, pick a spot, any spot. Yeah, it all looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a good spot in that there is a sandbar further out, which actually stops the roll from any of the ocean swells coming in. I'll take that. Well, that long down the motor has paid off. Here I am. Moon Point. Nice little backdrop of crashing little waves. Turquoise water. Had a nice little swim. And now just relax on a white sandy beach. Trying to make my mind up. Dog or dingo? Not seeing any human footprints, so I guess I'm going with dingo. Keep my eyes open. Thank you for watching another Fast Forward to Queensland video. As always, don't forget to like, comment on YouTube and subscribe to Dawn Radar.